my name is Annie and I was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was 27. I'm posting this video to let you know 4 things I wish I knew when I was diagnosed. Number 1, make sure you have a physical therapy consultation after surgery. The longer you sit, the harder it is to get back into the swing of things. So make sure you're doing stretches and any exercises that might rehabilitate you faster. Number 2, constipation most definitely equals frustration. Make sure before surgery and your chemo regimen that you speak with your doctor to ensure you have the correct laxatives, softeners, all that jazz, so you're comfortable during your chemo treatment. 3, Walgreens has an awesome program that subsidizes the cost of fertility medications. If you're pursuing fertility treatment, please ask your doctor about enrolling in the Walgreens program. This will save you a significant amount of money. And last but not least, I'd recommend for you to check out the website Lots of Helping Hands. This website allows friends and family to sign up for dinners, cleaning, escorting you to chemo, and it lets people feel like they're involved in your healing process, but it also helps you a lot by
Hi, my name's Elizabeth Boham. About 16 years ago, I was diagnosed with a triple-negative breast cancer at the age of 30. So here's my advice if you happen to be listening to this video. So if you need to be listening to this video, first of all, I'm really sorry that this is something you need to be dealing with. The first thing I would say is get a second opinion, or maybe even a third opinion. Or a fourth opinion. Get as many opinions as you need to feel comfortable with what decisions you make going forward. Make sure you're doing something for yourself every day, even though if you don't feel like it and you feel really crummy inside, go out for a walk or go to a dance class or have a massage. Make sure you're eating good, healthy food. Do something for yourself every day to help you get through this difficult time. One of my favorite things I did was a Nia dance class. And it was so much fun, and it was very helpful throughout my whole treatment process. If you need to get chemotherapy, don't eat your favorite foods while you're getting chemo. That was because you won't want to eat them for a long time afterwards. Make sure you talk to somebody about your fertility options before starting any treatment. Everybody's situation is different, but one thing you want to know is that it's not, getting pregnant after having breast cancer doesn't necessarily increase your risk of having future breast cancer. So make sure you talk to your doctors about it. I now have 2 beautiful children, 14 and 12. I was very lucky. Acupuncture, very, very helpful. It was helpful both for the symptoms that I had during chemotherapy and radiation, and it was also helpful to balance my hormones, and the hormones went all over the place. The hot flashes and the vaginal dryness were awful and continue to sometimes be. So acupuncture is really a helpful modality for that situation.
There are 2 things I wish I knew more about when I was first diagnosed. I was diagnosed just over 6 years ago, and it took me a little bit of time before I finally found YSC and reached out to some local survivors and got on the message boards. I wish I understood a little bit more about a mastectomy and reconstruction options. When I was first told the word, in my mind I was going to look like something out of a horror film, and I was never going to look like a girl again. It wasn't until I found my local support group and some of the girls did show and tell there, and then I realized that, wow, plastic surgeons are amazing and there are so many options, and I can even be a better version of me than I was before. And let me tell you, I'm very happy with my results. The other thing I wish I knew more about was fertility preservation. My oncologist did talk to me about it a little, but I feel like 6 years ago there wasn't nearly as much information as there is now, and I don't feel like oncofertility was even a word then. Of course, YSC and the message boards really connected me, and I did find some other sisters who were going through it at the same time, and I was able to understand the process before and then using those embryos years later. Luckily, in the end, I did use the embryos I have, and I have twin daughters that just turned 1. and I've had some amazing support from some other YSC sisters who were going through it at the same time as me, but I just didn't understand the whole process. I didn't understand what chemo could actually do to my body, and I didn't understand that I really could go into menopause at the age of 30. I can't